Welcome back to the channel. I was actually talking to one of my coworkers and we were just talking about how to avoid burnout in the workplace. So in this video, we're going to go over how I personally avoid burnout by realizing that I got so much energy and effort I can put towards something, and by switching things up throughout the year, I can actually get a lot further ahead and I don't have to worry about the dreaded burnout. So this is a philosophy or a framework that I've been using for the last 3 years. It's called the min-max, or another way to look at this is the minimum a minimum effective dose and the maximum allowable limit. So easy way to think of this is minimum being if you have a headache and you need to take a Tylenol to get rid of the headache, take one, it gets rid of the headache. Perfect. That's the minimum I need to do, minimum amount of work I need to do to get what I'm looking to achieve, which is get rid of the headache in this case. For max, if I take the whole bottle, I'm going to kill myself. So there is a limit of how many I can take to get that done without blowing myself up. And with life in general, it's hard to get the money, the fitness, and the family where you want it to be without trying to blow yourself up and burn yourself out. So this is, again, a framework that's going to help with that. So the easiest way to look at this is a lot of us, what we want to do, and I was guilty of this as well, is I want to make as much money as possible. I want to have the best body ever. And I want to spend as much time as possible with family. The problem with that is I only have so many resources. So by trying to do the maximum of everything, what you end up doing is you're kind of in the middle of nowhere. So look at this like a barbell, right? Everything in here would be considered wasted space. It's not enough to get me to where I need to go and reach that goal, but it's more than what I need to maintain. So one thing that you can do is say, okay, do you know what, right now, I understand I need to do the minimum when it comes to money, the minimum when it comes to family, because right now, fitness is the most important thing right now. I'll give you an example. I was at an event over Halloween. For that event, I decided that I wanted to go to the work event and I wanted to be in better shape than what I currently was. So the goal was to lose, how do I lose 15 pounds in a month basically to be able to go to this event? So I was walking in about 215, 217. I know if I go twice a week, 3 times a week, I'm probably not going to hit that goal. But if I go 5, 6 times a week and I work on my diet and I just focus on my fitness, I could hit that goal. And I walked into that event at 202. So I hit the goal. So once I hit that goal, it's like, great. Now, after the event, I don't necessarily want to spend 6 days in the gym because I need to go work on some other aspect of my life. So let's say my aspect of my life is money. All right, well, it's easier for me to maintain being at that weight of like 205, which I was able to maintain. It's easier to maintain that than to lose. So I talked to a lot of people, and one of the things when I'm talking to other closers or other people in the industry is they're like, how do I make more money? And they're going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. It's like, okay, well, what's the goal right now? Is the goal fitness or is the goal money? The goal's money. Okay, well, if the goal's money, we need to make that your priority. Take the time that you're spending where you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, reallocate that to the money-making time, and you'll make more money. If you break down your KPIs and you realize, hey, every hour that I talk, I bring in $300, does that third, fourth gym session, what the goal is right now, can we maintain that for a little bit to be able to go push forward on something else? So in these weeks, I will go hard for work, knowing that I can close more opportunities. Now, sometimes I'm more strategic with it. We'll be having a challenge. We'll be having something that's going in our favor where we're just going to generate more sales naturally. There's something going on that's going to draw more people to us. Great. I will work harder during those times because I know I can get a bigger bang for my buck than going uphill when things are a little bit slower. And then, of course, if I was all worried about money and all I want was money and I want to spend all my time with fitness, then my family is going to start suffering suffering as well. And what you don't want to do is you don't want the minimum to be so long that you just start going backwards. all of a sudden your marriage isn't where you want it to be, your kids never see you, whatever it is. So again, bring that back down. Okay, right now, I want to create some memories with my family. I'll go spend some time with them. Let's go create some memories. Now, as much as I would love for this always to be max, you have to realize that you have to be able to rotate these and be intentional with rotating them. Because I love to spend time with my family all the time. That being said, if we're just hanging on the couch watching TV because I don't have any money and I'm not in good health, am I really giving that quality that I want to be able to give to the family? So I have to kind of step my way up. And the idea is that over time, you do this. Let's look at like fitness, for example. Maybe at the beginning, I am 220. Okay, great. Now let's go to the gym a bunch of times. Okay, now I'm at 210. Okay, I'm going to maintain there for a little bit. Okay, now I'm dropped down to 200. Okay, now I'm going to maintain that for a little bit of time, and then I'm going to go down to 185. And that might be the goal weight. Perfect. Well, what's your financial goal as well? Okay, money. Maybe right now I just need to get a big pipeline. I'm in sales. I need a big pipeline. Okay, I'm going to work really hard for 2-3 weeks, build that pipeline. Okay, great. I'm making, let's say, $1,000 a week. Okay, great. I can maintain that. I can maintain my pipeline. I just have to do the things that are expected of me to maintain that, but I don't have to go grind. I'm not grinding right now. Okay, now we're at 2,000 a week. Now we're at 3,000 a week, so on and so forth. It's just an easier way that I found to be able to stair step my goals. I don't lose momentum because I know going into it what the priority is. If I'm crushing it in sales and I need to spend more time with the family, I don't lose my momentum in sales because I know right now my priority is family. I'm just going to put my focus there. So I'm always achieving at a high level and I avoid burnout. Because at the end of the day, it's not how much people can get done in a week. You get paid over your lifetime. If you're the best salesperson in your organization, you're grinding and you can't sustain it, and a month later you blow yourself up and you can't get sales anymore, what was the point? If you're not healthy because you've just been doing fitness at minimum for so long that's starting to go the other way, then who cares how much money you have? You have no health. And if you've been ignoring your family to the point where, hey, now the relationship's on the rocks, maybe we're going through divorce or whatever, okay, it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you give half of it to a spouse because that relationship fell apart because you weren't spending time with them, you could have had it if you didn't blow yourself up. So hopefully that helps. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.